Most people collapse not because of what happens, but because of what they care about. An insult, a glance, a missing word of approval. Small things, yet they ruin entire days. The Stoics knew this truth. If you want to be free, you must learn the art of letting go. Not because you feel nothing, but because you've learned to care only for what matters and release everything else. It begins with control. The only real power you have in this life is over your thoughts, your choices, your discipline. Everything else, fortune, reputation, the moods of other people, belongs to chaos. Seneca warned that we suffer more in imagination than in reality, because our minds chase what we can't command. The moment you realize this, a strange peace appears. You stop pouring your fire into what was never yours to begin with. But even when you master control, another enemy waits. The voices of the crowd. Applause, criticism, praise that inflates you, and blame that cuts you down. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that fame is vapor, reputation meaningless. If you care about either, you live as their slave. So the Stoic cuts the strings. He builds silently, knowing that approval vanishes as quickly as insult. Detachment from both is the only shield. And still, life tests you with loss. What you hold will be taken: wealth, possessions, people. To cling is to bleed twice, once in the fear of losing, and again in the grief when it's gone. The Stoic sees change not as betrayal, but as nature's course. Winter becomes spring, empires rise and fall. Nothing is permanent. To accept this is not apathy, it is survival. You endure because you no longer fight the inevitable. From here comes the discipline of silence. Most men are easy to provoke. An insult sparks rage, a lie sparks defense, a whisper of gossip pulls them into argument. But silence cannot be manipulated. The man who doesn't rise to every bait is the man who holds the power. His stillness unnerves, his calm is mistaken for mystery. In truth, it is simply mastery. The refusal to waste energy caring about every arrow shot his way. And what of pain? Most run from it. Most care too much about avoiding discomfort, protecting their softness. But the Stoics turned pain into a forge. To suffer with dignity is to learn strength. To endure hardship willingly is to take the weapon out of the enemy's hand. Pain loses its hold the moment you stop fearing it. And with that, respect is born. Not because you boast of endurance, but because people see you carry what they could not. Envy, too, is another form of caring too much. Comparison poisons the mind. You measure your life against someone else's highlights, and in doing so, abandon your own path. The Stoic rejects this slavery. He turns his eyes inward, cares only for his own discipline, his own virtue, his own work. When you stop comparing, you stop wasting your life on someone else's shadow. And that leads to the foundation, virtue. The Stoics cared only for four things: wisdom, courage, justice, and discipline. Everything else, money, fame, pleasure, was dust. To anchor yourself in virtue is to become immovable. You stop caring about noise because you are bound to something higher, something the world cannot take from you. So understand this: not caring is not weakness. It is ruthless clarity. It is cutting away every illusion that begs for your attention and holding to what builds you instead. Control yourself, not the world. Ignore the crowd, accept the loss, embrace silence, endure pain, reject comparison, and live by virtue. That is the art of letting go. That is the discipline of the Stoic. And once you master it, you'll find peace. Not because life grew easier, but because you stopped caring about everything that never truly mattered.